Hello, buddy. It's Zechariah. As many of you know, I am daycare running to enroll police officers, firefighters, and U.S. Border Patrol members whose are life in this new year in 2021. And unfortunately, tonight running for one of those fallen heroes who have lost their life this year in this new year. And tonight I'm running for Officer Brian David Sicknick. He worked with the U.S. Capitol Police, U.S. government, and his end of watch was January 7, 2021, and lost his life after succumbing to injuries he received a day prior when he was physically engaging with the protesters on the guard of the U.S. Capitol. He was 42 years old at time of his passing, served 12 amazing years with the U.S. Capitol Police. He was assigned to the First Responders Unit. He was a U.S. Air Force veteran and leaves behind a loving family. Tonight I'm running with the blue line flag in his honor. I'll be doing 7 laps around the track at my school, which is the equivalent of 1 mile in his honor. I'll be joined here tonight by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, who are going to be patrolling at the front tonight. We're also joined by the Shaw Air Force Base, and the same person also works with the Sumter County Fire Department, who is going to be tail ending tonight as well. We're also joined by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, who is running with me tonight as well. We're also joined by many board members and supporters as well, who are going to be joining me in this run tonight, and one of them is also going to be running as well. So in total, we'll be having 4 runners tonight. Even though it seems like just me and 3 other people running, at the same time, there's even more than that running, and that's all the fallen I've ran for. I know they're all running in spirit tonight, including fallen officer Brian David Sicknick. Before it starts, I'm going to do a quick prayer in honor of his whole family and department through the hard time I'm going through, and then I'll be on my way.
For those that are tuned in tonight's Zechariah running his 2nd mile of the evening. This mile in honor of fallen officer Brian David Sicknick. He worked for the U.S. Capitol Police, part of the U.S. government. His end of watch, January the 7th, 2021. Tragically lost his life after succumbing to injuries that he received the day prior while physically engaging with a protester on the grounds of the U.S. Capitol. He was 42 years old at the time of his passing. He served a total of 12 years as a member of the U.S. Capitol Police. He was assigned to the First Responders Unit. Prior to that, he also served as a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, and he leaves behind a loving family. Zechariah completing his first of 7 laps, which is 1 mile, to honor this hero right now. We're always so appreciative of the various local agencies that continue to come out and help honor our fallen heroes alongside Zechariah. Helping to honor fallen officer Brian David Sicknick, we got multiple members of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection from the Orlando airport, including one of those members running with Zechariah tonight. We also have a member of the Shaw Air Force Base Fire Department, as well as a member of the Sumter County Fire Department out of South Carolina here tonight as well. Once again, we're all here tonight to pay tribute to fallen officer Brian David Sicknick of the U.S. Capitol Police, of the U.S. government, whose end of watch was January the 7th, 2021, tragically lost his life after succumbing to injuries that he received the day prior while physically engaging with a protester on the grounds of the U.S. Capitol. 42 years old, was a 12-year veteran of the U.S. Capitol Police, was also a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, leaves behind a loving family. Zechariah completing his 2nd of 7 laps to honor this hero tonight. For every mile that Zechariah completes, he carries with him a unique flag, each flag sent to the family of the hero that he runs to honor. This flag, a blue line flag, will be sent to the family of fallen officer Brian Sicknick, along with a note that Zechariah wrote earlier in the day. If you'd like information on how you can be a part of this mission, please visit running4heroes.org. We'll also do a follow-up post a little bit later on with details on how you can be part of this mission. I'm going to go silent starting in this next lap. I'm going to remain silent for the duration of the run as we reflect on the life of this hero, not only to his community, but also to his nation. Fallen U.S. Capitol Police Officer, as well as U.S. Air Force veteran, Officer Brian David Sicknick. Our prayers go out to his family, everybody with U.S. Capitol Police, mourning the loss of this hero. We hope this run tonight brings you comfort and peace as we never forget Officer Sicknick tonight. Zachariah, any final words for the family of fallen officer Brian David Sicknick?
After fallen officer Brian David Sicknick's whole family and everybody at the U.S. Capitol Police, U.S. government, he went through this hard time. He was a true hero, one who deeply loved his community. I will never ever forget the service and sacrifice he made toward his community, serving 12 amazing years, the U.S. government and the U.S. Capitol Police. He was a true hero, one who tries best each every day he was serving to not only protect his country, but also protect the U.S. Capitol building where some of our highest ranked officials are in this country. So that's a huge thing to protect and make sure they're safe. And, you know, he was also a U.S. Air Force veteran, so he also served with the U.S. Air Force, and he inspires me. You know, all these 2 runs I did, the first and second run, also would inspire me since I love aviation. The fact that he also served with the U.S. Air Force, and he was a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, as well as serving with the U.S. Capitol Police. That's truly incredible, and I'll never forget him. To the whole family, I will be sending you this blue line flag, as well as a handwritten note in His honor that I've already written, and is ready to be sent out to you. For the first and second run, because I know I've not mentioned this for the first run, there's no preference on what we want you to do with the flag or the note, but whatever you do with it, every single time you look at it, I hope you find comfort knowing that your fallen hero, Officer Brian David Sicknick, will never be forgotten, even down here in Florida. I know this is, if not one of the first U.S. Capitol, this is the first U.S. Capitol Police officer I've had to run for, and this is the first, if not the second or third officer or first responder in general I've had to run for throughout all Washington, D.C. So prayers go out to everybody in the D.C. area. I know they've had a terrible week, but yeah. If all of you would like to join me in a 12-second moment of silence, each second dedicating one amazing area served with the U.S. Capitol Police, U.S. government, and each second dedicating one amazing thing during his life in general, including in the Air Force and with his whole entire family as well. Please do return this 12 seconds. You don't know how much it can mean to the family through the hard time they're going through. Thank you very much if you joined me in that 12-second moment of silence. You don't know how much that meant to the family of Officer Brian David Sicknick if you did join me during that 12 seconds of silence for this well-deserved fallen hero. We have one more on duty tonight, and it's for another fallen officer who has lost his life in the line of duty. All 3 runs tonight were for non-COVID-19 purposes, so please stay tuned for the next run. It'll mean so much to the family if you do join me during that run. It was a fallen officer out of South Carolina. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope you have a great night, and I pray God blesses you all.